Hello friends, so I'm back with my new lecture. So the topic of current lecture is the comparison of Indian constitution with German constitution. In the last few lectures we have already studied about the comparison of Indian constitution with British constitution, with US constitution, with even Russian, with French constitution. Now we'll study about the German constitution. And next, in the next lecture, we'll study about the comparison of Indian Constitution with Canadian Constitution. Okay, so this is actually why I'm making these lectures, because you will not find much content or much data on these topics on the internet or on the YouTube. So basically, this is important to understand the Indian Constitution comparison with other countries' constitution. It may be asked in your civil services mains, or it is basically required anywhere. It may be asked in prelims or mains. So questions may be clicked from this topic at any point of time. It is not guaranteed, but questions may be clicked. So what are the similarities between Indian and German constitution? Both the countries have written constitution. So again, in India and Germany both have written constitution. Head of state, president is the head of the state in both the countries, and the president is indirectly elected. That is the similarity in both the countries. Head of government, it is prime minister in India, you already know, and in Germany it is chancellor of Germany. You have heard of these term, many times you have heard this term, chancellor. So chancellor actually is the prime minister in Germany. So prime minister of India is equivalent to chancellor in Germany. Current chancellor is, I think, Olaf Scholz. Before that it was Angela Merkel. Now it was Olaf Scholz, who is the chancellor, who actually wields the power in or authority in Germany, equivalent to prime minister's power in India. So both the countries have the similar form of government in India as well as in Germany. FR means fundamental rights. Fundamental rights in both the countries same. Both countries are known for protecting the fundamental rights of their citizens. Other similarities, emergency provisions. You already know that emergency provisions we have borrowed from Germany only. So president has the authority to impose emergency in both the countries, but with the aid and advice of Council of Ministers, or you can say here in India it is the Prime Minister, and there it is the that one Chancellor. Suspension, again suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. It is in both the countries. It is available. It is same, and we have borrowed the suspension of fundamental rights during emergency from Germany only. So both the provisions, emergency as well as suspension of FR during emergency, we have borrowed from German constitution. And type of government, both the countries are federal, parliamentary republic. Federal means, you understand that the power has been distributed in the form of states also. So they are states also, and power autonomy is given to states at their level. So power has been distributed between union and state, that is federal, parliamentary. So parliamentary means parliament in both the countries. It is the parliament where the legislatures, or you can say uh, who all are elected members of the parliament, actually makes the law. Parliamentary republic, you understand that the head of state is actually elected, that is the republic. So both the countries are federal democratic republic. And now what are the differences? So differences, in India it is actually we have flexible as well as rigid constitution. You understand that the amendment, both the means amendment provisions, we have the flexibility to amend the constitution, as well as some provisions are rigid to amend. While Germany has a rigid constitution, it is difficult to amend all the provisions. Citizenship, we have single citizenship in India, while in Germany we have dual citizenship. Means uh, you can have citizen of Germany as well as of the other country, but India it is not possible. If you are a citizen of India, you cannot have a citizenship of the other country. Supremacy, we here in India, you already know that the we have three organs of government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. And judiciary yields, here judiciary even can, the power of judicial review through the power of judicial review, judiciary can, cut down any law which is not as per the provisions or any order of the government. But in Germany, actually, it is the parliament which yields the maximum authority, or you can say the parliament is sovereign here. The parliament is not sovereign because judiciary has the power of judicial review, but the parliament in Germany is sovereign. Fundamental rights. In India, fundamental rights to all the citizens, with the exception that some special provisions are given to religious and ethnic minorities. You already know that in India, through Article 2930, we have given some special provisions to the minorities. Uh, in Germany, it is more rights to individuals. Not means no special rights to anybody, but uh, to every individual, equal rights to every individual. No extra provision or special provision for minorities or any other section of society. In India, the election of members of parliament are done by the system of, you understand, the first past the post system, in which the for in a constituency all the members who are standing. So a candidate who wins the maximum vote is elected, even if he scores less than 50% votes. So who scores the maximum vote out of all the candidates, yani first past the post system. While in Germany, the members of parliament are elected by the proportional representation system, in which so this proportional representation is a system is a system in which it is not there that the candidate who secures the maximum votes will be elected, but the candidate who actually gets the majority of votes, or you can say greater than 50% of votes, will be considered elected. So I'll make definitely a lecture on first past the post and proportional representation difference, but you should now understand that the method of election of members of parliament is different in India and in Germany. So I'll make a lecture, detailed lecture on this topic, through which you will understand the difference. But in first past the post system, even if you score 30% votes or 25% vote, if you have the maximum votes with you, you will be elected. But in Germany, it is proportional representation, i.e. the person who gets the 51% of votes, greater than 50% of votes, will be considered elected. So this is the difference in India and Germany method of election of parliament members. So these are the major differences in Indian and German constitution. So एक मोटा मोटा आप समझ लीजिए कि इंडिया में it is judiciary who can strike down any law, but in Germany it is not there. It is parliament which is sovereign, more rights to individuals in Germany, but in India it is more towards protection of ethnic and religious minorities. So in the next lecture we will study about the Canadian Constitution. So if you like my lecture, kindly like my channel, subscribe to my channel and like my lecture, and do not forget to press the notification icon, and do not bell icon, and do not forget to press the notification button. Till then, wait for my next lecture. Thank you very much.